Thanks for joining us. Time to get ready for NBA action on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It'll be the Phoenix Suns facing off against the Portland Trail Blazers. And that's it for us in the studio. To call all the action, let's go out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll see you again at halftime.
We're here in Washington, D.C., and what a shot of the Capitol and the National Mall with all of its outstanding, beautiful monuments. Coming to you live on 2K Sports, this is the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. It's great to have you with us. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First for Phoenix, Jason Kidd is out there with Hardaway. They've got Miller, a very solid big man who'll be making every effort to control the glass and make some big plays under the rim. Then there's Marion. And then for the Portland Trail Blazers, Anthony is out there with Smith. Then there's Pippen, and it's Grant in at the 4 spot.
Well, you know, the Suns dropped from being a team that could fight for a playoff spot to the cellar of the West last season, and much of that you could attribute to how much they struggled on the road.
Well, the Suns did have a lot of trouble on the road, as you were saying, Clark. Only managed to win 8 games as the visiting team, Steve, the entire season. That's not good.
Well, 8 wins is unacceptable. I mean, it actually tied the Suns with the Kings for the fewest road wins in the entire conference. So, look, this is a young team. They have a lot of learning to do. They've got to add talent. I think the rebuilding project has started, and they're going to get better, but it's still going to take some time.
Clock at 4. That's a 2 from Smith. The Trailblazers rebound. Number 11 takes it up with both hands and rips it down. This game is going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over there.
Well, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Shots good by Miller.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pippen, the pass to Anthony. Shoots. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Anthony's got his first points of the game. And it's Phoenix's ball. A chance now to go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with Mike Dunleavy.
Kevin, he said they simply cannot afford to be loose with the basketball today because the steals will pile up if you don't play heads up at all times against a team that has such great hands and terrific defensive awareness. You guys know they'll turn that the other direction awfully quickly. Kevin?
And Doris, as always, thank you. So, Steve, do you agree with Coach's game plan here, given how tough the D is that they're going to go up against?
Yeah, I do. I mean, a huge part of your game plan has to be focused on their D. And I think he's right to put that much emphasis on it.
Yeah, I agree with you guys because they are that good defensively, so you've got to worry about that and game plan for that. And then trust that your guys will execute what needs to be done.
Pippen kicks to Anthony. Trailblazers keep it alive. Pippen dishes to Anthony. Back to Pippen from the arc. The shot misses. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Kidd passes to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. no good. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Anthony kicks to Pippen. Smith left side. Back to Pippen. Portland moving the ball around. Lets it go from deep. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Pippen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Hardaway dishes the Kid. Back to Hardaway. Outside Kid. He feeds it to Hardaway. Drills the three-pointer. Hardaway has got 5 points so far.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
The three from Anthony, and the Trailblazers another 3.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Hardaway against Smith. It's taken away by Smith. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Anthony, and it's blocked by Kidd. Marion outside from beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Outside Pippen. Anthony, the pass to Smith. The dish to Pippen. From the line, that's good. Pippen's got 5 now. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Suns trail by 5.
You know, even though it was a down year for the Blazers in terms of their overall record last year, they still enjoyed quite a bit of success at home. It's one of the better home court advantages in the league.
Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Fires from deep. The shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And for the Blazers, as you said, not the year they wanted. But, Steve, they still managed to finish 22-19 here in Portland.
Well, it's a young team, very talented starting 5, but very little depth. And I think over the course of an 82-game season, the lack of bench help really cost Portland. But a lot to be excited about, some good young talent, and a home court that traditionally has been very positive for this team.
Now here's Pippen after the miss from Robinson. Wells passes to Grant. A three-pointer, no good. Suns trail by 5. Three-pointer, Kidd. The putback, Robinson throws it down with the quick putback jam.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, now that's getting the job done on the boards.
Now here's Grant. Back to Pippen. Shot clock at 5. Grant outside. He tries for 3. Luke Longley grabs the miss. Phoenix has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And one of the plays we're going to see with him a lot is the pick and roll. He's tremendous both as a screener and a popper. And you don't see him whistled for a lot of moving screens because his positioning is solid and his timing is right on the money.
And something else he has is an array of moves in the paint. You can make a training video for young players to figure out how to play down low in terms of how he gets it done inside.
Well, for the Portland Trailblazers, a new training staff hired over from Oklahoma City. They let go of their previous trainer who'd been with the team for 19 seasons. You know, fair or not, I think the seat got hot after all the injuries that were really devastating this team.
Both shots good from the stripe. And for the Blazers, statistically the most injured team in the NBA, Clark, from 2009 through 2012.
And the new training staff is advanced in not just injury treatment, but injury prevention. And that's key, using strength bands, recording baseline measurements for muscle strength and flexibility, even using Eastern medicine. So they're not leaving any stone unturned.
Pass to Atkins. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the first. Picked away. Outside Robinson. From the wing. No good off the front iron. Portland leading. There's the pass to Wells. Defended by Livingston. Elbow shot. And that is good.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Rogers. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, you know, I tell you what, guys, it's a tough road to hoe when you're trying to rebuild in the Western Conference. There's just no room or margin for error, and teams pile on while you're down.
And the first one at the line is good. And back to the Suns in the West, they did finish with the worst record in the conference. They managed only 17 wins, Steve, against other teams in the West.
And that wasn't the worst mark, but it was close. The Suns' problem was that they didn't have a huge inside presence for long stretches of the season. And when you lack depth against teams with tough power forwards or centers out west, you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
You know, it's no secret around the league, guys, that the Suns either have one of the best medical staffs in the game or they've built their practice facility by the fountain of youth. More evidence of that came when Jermaine O'Neal found new tread on his well-worn tire.
Clock at 6. No good from Grant. The Suns trailing. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Passes it to Atkins. Grant with a screen on Rogers. Back to Grant. He passes to Atkins. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. Here is Livingston. No good on that last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Portland.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
The Suns shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, for now, the Trailblazers are still the basketball team in the Pacific Northwest. You know, Seattle made a strong push to acquire the Kings, made a record bid, but the owners decided that Sacramento had done its part to keep the Kings, and so Seattle has to wait.
The first one falls. And Clark, going back, you know, the Blazers, one of 3 teams in the Pacific Northwest. You also had the Sonics in Seattle, and Steve, you know, the Vancouver Grizzlies.
And I think those 2 cities, particularly Seattle, Kevin, are strong contenders for a new NBA franchise. Of course, Seattle almost ended up with the Sacramento Kings, but when Sacramento was awarded the franchise, a lot of people felt like it was only a matter of time before Seattle would be granted an expansion team.
You know, the Blazers found themselves, guys, near the bottom of the West last season, and typically when that happens, you struggle against the rest of the conference, and that was certainly the case for Portland.
Pass to Bailey. He dishes it today. Uncovered. Gets it to go. And the Suns lead by 2. Portland did have their problems, as you said, Clark, against the West. A big part of it was late in the season. They were beat up and lost their last 13 games of the year. Steve, mostly those losses coming to Western teams.
Well, that was a big slide for them. And, they probably made their 18-34 mark in the conference seem probably a little worse than it should have. But, look, they were out of the playoffs. They lost their edge, and they were playing a lot of young people. I think this is a team that has a chance to make a big comeback.
So it's Phoenix now after the miss from Grant.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Here's Marion. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Cannot hit. Smith on the wing, defended by Bailey. And here's Anthony from the arc. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Suns leading. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Guys, Brazilian big man Nene has dealt with extensive injuries over his career. Last season, he managed to play 61 games between plantar fasciitis and soreness in his right knee. Nene said the pain was so tough, he considered retiring. He hopes this season he's able to play without being in constant pain. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. And so here's Portland after the made shot from Bailey. Atkins passes to Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Smith. Here's Grant. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And what you love about him is just the way he hits the offensive glass. I mean, he knows that those are the easiest points for him when he can find a loose ball, get an offensive board, and put it back into the basket.
He's one of the tougher players you'll ever see. Sometimes he comes away from games pretty banged up, but you'll never hear him complain about it or let it affect his performance.
And the Suns making a change here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Hardaway kicks to Marion. No good on the triple. Portland trailing here. Smith on the wing. The three. Grant. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Grant's got his second basket of the game.
Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself into good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind, just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in. That was beautiful. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Well, he may just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. A lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If a team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn a timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
The feed to Smith. Kicks it to Grant. Back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
It also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
The free throw drops for Smith. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Grant. Both free throws good from Smith.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Smith against Hardaway. Gets the bucket. Hardaway has got 9.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
They set the screen. Back to Pippen. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The pass to Atkins. Dishes it to Pippen. Traps in the tray. 8 points for him.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Outside Hardaway. A look for Marion. Portland grabs the miss.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment. Well, you know, for the Suns, it's been a hard fall, guys. As recently as 2010, they played in the conference finals last season, had the 4th worst record in the NBA, and they're not exactly stacked with young talent. The rise back to the top is going to be slow and long.
Now here's Marion. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Expanding his range. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
That's his first three-pointer of the second half, which actually makes it his first of the game.
Well, you talked about the troubles of the Suns, Clark, and for so long, one of the elite offensive ball clubs in the NBA. Then, Steve, last season, they were second to last in scoring efficiency.
Well, let's see. What happened last year? Oh yeah, Steve Nash left. I think that might have something to do with it, Kevin. Look, this is just a rebuilding mode for Phoenix, and it happens to everybody. The end of one great era and hopefully the start of a new one, but it's going to take a few years to get this thing rolling.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
For 3, Smith. And it's Smith again missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Feeds it to Marion. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Smith dishes to Anthony. Passes to Atkins. Smith on the wing. Smith left side. No good. Great D that time from Bailey. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Tries again, and it's Marion getting it to go. Marion's got 5 now.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the boards.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. They get Sean Marion.
Looking at the game Pippen has been having, he's got 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Suns here with a different look. And both free throws good for Pippen. We've got 1:28 left here in the second. Gugliotta guarded by Pippen. Long lead passes to Kidd. Outside Hardaway. Just 4 to shoot. The tray. And yes, sir, that one drops. Hardaway has got 7 points for the quarter.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
It's Pippen on the wing. Baseline jumper. Shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. 2-for-1 chance here.
Yeah, let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Hardaway kicks to Kidd. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Robinson's got space, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Trailblazers trail by 3. Pippen, the pass to Wells. stolen away. Longley with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Kidd. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And the Suns lead by 5. Pippen for 3. The long distance three is good. Pippen's got 13 points. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Phoenix ahead. They lead by a bucket. From the Rose Garden in Portland, Oregon, we're back in a moment.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Happy Tuesday to all of you from us at 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. For the Phoenix Suns, they have the lead against Portland. They're doing well inside, big bodies, big points in the paint advantage. Penny Hardaway's putting on a clinic in this one against Portland. No secret he can carry the team with his offense. Good overall. Also, though, for the Trailblazers, their work on the offensive boards, a big factor. Great effort out there. Big first half for Scottie Pippen. 13 points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well. That'll be it for the halftime report. The second half is coming right up. Hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. What can you say? Scottie Pippen, an impressive effort here today.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Here's Anthony. Jason Kidd making his last shot. Smith dishes to Pippen. He kicks it to Anthony. Marion outside. Pass to Kidd. He feeds it to Hardaway. He's against Smith. The jump hook. Bank shot. No good.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
Pippen with it. Now guarded by Hardaway. Pippen against Hardaway. Back to Smith. Anthony sets the pick for Smith. Portland moving the ball around. Anthony kicks to Smith. 3 on the clock. Kidd with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Hardaway passes to Kidd. That's good. Now it's a 6-point Suns lead.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
Now here's Pippen. 13 points in the game. Nice shot by Smith.
You know, offensively, he's just one of those guys that needs a touch of space to get his shot up. That's all. And if he runs his man off a screen or somehow finds an opening, that's it. He's going to let that thing go.
And something else he does is he's great off the dribble. He can take it to the rack or pull up. So as a defender, you don't know how to play him.
And the Suns call time. Here's Kidd. He's got 6. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Marion kicks to Kidd. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 4. Now here's Pippen. Outside Anthony. Six to shoot. Now the dish to Smith. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Kidd. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, it's pretty obvious, guys. Portland has a lot of young talent, but the defensive effort has to get better. The intensity, the concentration at that end of the floor has to grow, which is always tough with a young team, but to get better, it's going to have to start with defense there.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Portland finishing second to last in opposing team shooting percentage, Clark. Yeah, that's interesting. Defense, something that usually needs to be learned in the NBA, and the Blazers were a young team last season, Steve, and easily a team learning game by game.
Yeah, youth or not, though, Kevin. I mean, 48% against you defensively in terms of field goal percentage. That can't happen. So a lot of improvement in store for this Portland team. They really have to lock in on the defensive end.
Now, here is Smith. 6 points for him. O'Neal dishes to Grant. From deep. It's hauled in by Longley.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Open shot, Kidd. Here's Rogers. The shot is off. Some solid defense there from Harvey. Trailblazers trail by 7. There's the screen. It's Pippen with a drive. Here's Grant. Rogers pulls it in. Rogers has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
And they double up Kidd. He passes to Hardaway. And it's Hardaway again missing. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Pippen, the pass to Grant. Excellent D from Rodney Rogers.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
Now here's Kidd. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Pass to Hardaway. Right side Hardaway. Phoenix no good that time either.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooting.
Nice shot by Smith. And here is Kidd. He has 6. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And Phoenix making a change here. Trailblazers trail by 5. There's the pick. Outside Pippen. He dishes it to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Rogers has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Livingston kicks to Marion. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. That's 7 points for Sean Marion. The Trailblazers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Outside Anthony. Anthony left side. Gives him the lead pass. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
And the Suns making a change here. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
O'Neal. That drops. O'Neal's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Suns leading by 3. Now Kidd. He has 6. The feed now to Livingston. And that one's on target from the wing. 1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks to O'Neal. Back to Anthony. Now the pass to Wells. Puts it up from 17. And Portland again with the bucket. 1:10 left in the third quarter. The Suns have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And Miller backs down. Kidd kicks to Murray. Good in the assist to Kidd. Kidd's got 5 assists in the game. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Anthony. He's got 5. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
The Suns making a switch here. .50 left here in the third quarter. Kidd off a hit from Marion. Dishes to Hardaway. They get it back. And Marion gets it to go. Marion's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
So it's Portland now. 8-point game. Wells passes to Anthony. No good. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Kidd. Finished off the break. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Trailblazers shooting 40% from the field. Grant kicks to Pippen. Back to Grant. And right on target. Good. Grant's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Trailblazers. Suns leading by 8. Kidd with it. There's the pick. Feeds to Hardaway. Plenty of space. And it's Hardaway again missing. Grant with the ball. Passes it to Wells. He kicks it to Pippen. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the jail.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Now here's Kidd. Pass to Hardaway. Unloads. Hits the jump hook.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Rodgers against Pippen. Grant outside. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Obviously, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to play in control.
And he definitely wasn't in control that time. Everybody in the building knew it was an over-the-back call.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Miller comes in for Luke Longley. And it's Marion in for Rodgers. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here is Livingston. He feeds it to Hardaway. From 6 away. And that one's good. Hardaway has got 4 points in the quarter.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, just too many easy buckets, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Mike Dunleavy had some words for his team over that break. He told the guys that for now, he wants to see them back off the three-point shot, saying all our offense doesn't need to come from perimeter jump shots. Let's get the ball inside for some high percentage looks.
Now here's Anthony. There's the dish to Pippen. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Suns leading by 8. Hardaway dishes to Livingston. He passes it to Marion. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. 14 points for Sean Marion.
And his confidence has come back since halftime after really a rough first 2 quarters.
Outside Anthony. Grant kicks to Anthony. Misses the three.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
Gugliotta. Again, Phoenix.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Anthony. Smith on the wing. Pass to Pippen. All alone. Miller grabs the miss. The Suns have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Marion. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway. From deep. Portland grabs the miss. Grant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pippen with it. Now guarded by Livingston. Pippen with the bucket. Here is Livingston. Timeout called, the Suns. Jason Kidd is checked in for Phoenix. Stolen by Grant. Now here's Anthony. Smith outside. Back to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Suns leading by 7. Back to Marion. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Some really terrific numbers for Marion. He's got 14 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Now, he's anticipated the ball movement down low. He's finding angles, and that's why he's able to go up there and really control that glass area with his shot blocks.
That's good for Marion. And Marion drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 9. Anthony kicks to Pippen. Free throw line jump shot. Again, the Trailblazers score. Here's Kidd. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Hardaway backing down. The fadeaway. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And here's Pippen. He dishes it to Grant. And it's blocked by Hardaway. And they're able to recover. Here's Kidd. Left side Kidd. The feed to Hardaway. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's the break. Here's Pippen. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Gugliotta, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got 4 assists in the game.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, clearly they were starting to show signs of fatigue, so coach wanted to give them a second to get their win back.
And Portland has possession. They trail by 6. Here's Pippen. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Pippen's got 11 points here in just the second half. And the Suns call time. They're up by 4. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. .153 left in the fourth. It's Kidd with the drive. Kicks it to Marion. Guarded by Pippen. Back to Kidd. Marion outside. The pass to Kidd. Shot clock at 6. Shot on the wing. And that one swishes right in. And the Suns lead by 6.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Anthony kicks to Grant. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Dishes it to Pippen. Smith on the wing. Beyond the arc. Trailblazers keep it alive. The 3 from Anthony. Gets the bucket.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
The Suns have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Outside Kidd. Feeds it to Hardaway. Back to Kidd. Pass to Hardaway. Left side Miller. It's blocked. Pippen against Miller. Shot from the top of the key. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so too. Miller with a screen on Anthony. Marion outside. The Suns need to get a shot off. Hardaway for three. No good. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 1. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Grant. Outside Pippen. And so it's Phoenix who's straight by with the win. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Penny Hardaway.